Hello, I have to say here on the Sage channel, and this is a new something another called Singular Survival. Now, I'm still going to be in Joint Survival, showing up on Aaron and Scott's channels, but I'm no longer recording it. Basically, I'm not too keen on scripted stuff, and the show has developed a fair few scripted things, and there's been a fair few edits here and there that I wasn't too keen on myself. And of course, my footage had ended up so far behind, seemed a bit odd to continue putting it out when plans were released. So what I'm going to do is do this. Singular Survival. Right now, it's just me. And I have a bit of an objective I've set for myself. If you have watched my videos, or really read it or anything like that, you'll know that on Mars, in the easy start 1, 2, or 3 worlds, basically, you will be able, or at least ones with planets, you will be able to find yourself a marker, or not a marker, but a monolith sitting upon Mars. If only it was a marker, eh? Well, my objective is going to be build myself a base I can survive with here, go up to Mars, land, retrieve the monolith, and take it over to the alien planet and build a temple for it. And then we'll say that's a win. That's a complete objective. We will have made all right in the universe. Mod-wise in this game, I have actually gone ahead and elected to have no mods on at all except for my high-tech camera overlay mod, so when we're working with ships with cameras and whatnot like that, remote control vessels, as I am quite fond of, we're not going to run into issues with those having that terrible overlay that's all fuzzy that the devs have in by default. What else is there? I think that's about it. As I said, Joint Survival is still going on. I'm still going to be part of it. I'm just not going to be uploading my perspective of it, as I've stopped recording my perspective of it quite some time ago, because I wasn't too keen on the way things were going, personally. I think it's a decent show still. I just wasn't too keen on some of it for content on my channel. Didn't feel too genuine enough. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. What do we need first? Well, we're going to need ice, because our plan to get off the planet is going to involve a hydrogen system, using hydrogen to get us into orbit. Once we're there, we're going to be doing some looking for platinum. That way we can get ourselves some thrusters and basically have a mixture of atmospheric thrusters and ion thrusters to get ourselves up and down with ease. I do have the enemy base over there. We should probably try to take that out pretty quickly as well before it goes ahead and gives us a lot of trouble. I think the best way to do that might be... What ships have they given us? Let's see, hydrogen doesn't go down nearly as quick as it used to. I think this is a combat ship of sorts, is it not? Yes, it's a very, very simplistic combat ship, so let's go ahead and just use this right away. And we'll take ourselves out there towards that enemy structure. And I don't think there's a drone incoming yet, and we'll try our best to take out the basic structure over there, or at least the antenna, because I believe the antenna is what actually spawns enemy structures. And so if we can take out the enemy antenna, they won't be able to continue spawning stuff in. I should also point out that inventory size, I believe I have it set to ×3 or ×10, but everything else, welder speed, grinder speed, all of that, even refinery speeds, are all set to absolute default. So things might get a little bit bogged down after a while playing on this. My plan is, of course, I can edit forward. So if I spend 13 hours building something, well, you might find me saying, okay, let's start working on this, me saying a 1 or 2 words, and then the next thing you know, hey, it's done! And I'll be giving you a lovely tour of the whole completed structure. Let's try to go ahead and head down here, a lower attack. We might be able to avoid being spotted by a turret. We'll probably have a few bullets coming at us, but if we can get down here, we might be able to line up a shot that allows us to hit that antenna without actually getting ourselves shot to bits as well. Yes, perfect. Stop. God, stop. Okay, and now all we gotta do is hover up to the point where we can see that antenna without drifting ourselves out into the open. There's the antenna. You see it right up there at the very, very top. I kind of wish I had taken the time to install a camera on this thing. What's our power? We got 20, we got like 16 minutes. Okay, let's select our weapons. We only have limited ammo. And let's take aim at that. And hopefully we'll be able to take that out. Now, luckily the droids don't seem to be intelligent enough to fly around the edge and attack us. So, aha! I think the antenna just went out, didn't it? Looks like it did. Oh god, something's shooting at us. How did it see us? I thought there was... So that should at least prevent us from being attacked by those drones repeatedly. Let's try to buzz about very gently and see if we can pick off any of their other defenses. Because if nothing else, we could actually, if we can get inside this place without the interior defense turrets taking us out, we could then go ahead and drain its resources. Oh! Holy hell, how are we not dead? we got real lucky there. Shit. Well, we lost that ship. At least we've gone ahead and did our main objective, which was deactivating... What do we have in our inventory? Not much. Good. Because I'm suspecting we're going to run out of hydrogen fuel real soon, and... Ugh, that won't exactly be... Ow, I hurt myself. A good idea. Oh god, to have to walk all the way back. We might just go ahead and let ourselves get killed. So yeah, that was unexpected. I forgot about that. Oh no. Something has seen me. I think. Or it's still... What? You hear the bullet sounds, yes? Are they shooting at what? Are they just shooting at the wreckage down below? Of that poor ship that we just lost? I think I saw some of it right there. Whatever. At least, as I said, though, the main antenna should now be disabled, so hopefully we won't have incoming enemies. Let's go ahead and try to get back to base. I should also point out that day-night cycle, I have it turned on, and we have it set to... Yeah, they're shooting at me, but I don't think they'll hit me. I'll probably die here in a second when my hydrogen runs out and just spawn us back at base. Yeah, hydrogen's definitely just run out. Oh god, it was like a ballet for half a second there. Okay, so let's respawn here. Luckily, I don't think respawning currently takes anything. Let's also open up all these doors. It's not really much of a reason to have these things, air vents about. What else? So now that we've dealt with that threat, of course the structure is still over there, but I just don't think the drones will attack us without that antennae. Now we can move on to Objective 2, which was gathering up ourselves some hydrogen. Really, to do that, I think we'll probably build ourselves a ship. This is a building ship of some sort. They give us some pretty nifty stuff on this Easy Start world. Part of the reason why I went with this Easy Start world, by the way, is just so I could, you know, double check and sort of prove out to see how all this stuff does work. Is it really an easy start? Does it give you lots of trouble? Let's hop in here. Do I really just want to use this, or do I want to build something unique and of my own? Now, let's take our helmet off. There's no need to have a helmet on right now, just wasting oxygen in the suit. I definitely am not going to build that rover there. I don't like the looks of it. This mining craft, it's got enough thruster for forward, so let's just go ahead and take it out and see what we can do, shall we? And just double checking in third person that no enemy drones are coming this way. Doesn't look that way, so I think we did finish that threat off before it came at us, unless they patched it out and the drones no longer come at us, in which case, well, I didn't have to do that and I just wasted a combat ship. Really, I could have probably gone ahead and taken that combat ship and stuck a turret on it, and it probably would have worked better, but I figured let's get this done quick. Okay, so now we get over here. Come on, gently now, gently, gently, gently. Alright, and let's select our number 1 and just gather some ice, that way we'll have it. So when we come to the point where we're ready to test our thrusters, we'll actually have a little bit. Now that I'm thinking about this, this might not have been the best thing. I should have probably started planning out and building the ship up, and as well as checking just our resources to see what we needed so I can know exactly what we're going to need to start building on a larger structure. But at least this will give me a small start. How many thrusters do we have to keep us aloft? Only 2. And I believe I set the thrusters to... or not thrusters, but the inventory to be able to hold... not 10 times, but 3 times if memory serves. So we shouldn't be overfilling this too much if we carry on digging. Boy, oh boy, it does take quite some time, doesn't it? Yikes. They really do need to add an upgrade path for these grinders as well. Not grinders, drills. You know, that's what I've decided. We're going to go back to base because we're doing this because, well, this is basically future-proof. We don't need to do this right now. We're going to head back to base and we're just going to start construction. And so we'll actually find out the supplies that we need as we go. Instead of just trying like, I think we're going to need this, 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 this. We'll just plan it out and then I'll probably end up building a bigger mining craft instead of just this little guy. What's its power level? It's got 30 minutes. If memory serves, a lot of these structures are actually battery powered, are they not? Does this have a reactor? Yes, this has 3 small reactors that are currently online. They're, of course, all owned by the first colonists, so that's a bit annoying. But not too annoying. Let's go ahead, land, and we'll choose a spot to start building. We won't do it on top of the dark areas here, because dark areas, if you don't know, symbolize the fact that there should be resources in there that could be useful to grab, so we're not going to do that there. Let's go ahead, bring ourselves over here to this platform, bring ourselves down, and land ourselves. We'll actually connect ourselves into this system, I think, because I believe we do have a hydrogen tank inside the facility. And so in theory, if we can line this up correctly and press P, it doesn't look like it locked. Well, I'll just shut it off for now then. Wait, I don't think that took either. Okay. I just pressed Y and it's not doing anything. Okay, the reactors have shut down. It's just apparently the batteries will keep outputting, which is slightly unfortunate. Here. Select our batteries, turn those off as well. And then we're going to do, still having those selected, select our reactors and hold Control. Save that. And now we should be able to have a hot group. All of our hot groups. Okay, there we go. A hot group that we can have set the toggle on and off, and so I'll toggle everything on and off if we need to. Cool. That should save on supplies. I'm really quickly going to go up here and do that in this ship as well, because we don't want to waste anything. So batteries, save that, and once again put that on our hotbar as well. Turn bat and reactor. Yeah, this is tools. Bat and reactor. Turn that off. The ship bounced a bit because it came unlocked from the ground. Should still be good. And we still haven't been attacked. I am hovering. That was a terrible waste of fuel. Still haven't been attacked, so that's good. And then this thing here, as I said, I really don't want to build this rover they have suggested. So we're going to go ahead and really quickly set up my hotbar the way I like it. So I'll be able to just press the buttons I know correspond to the tools I like. There we go. And then, oh no, hello. Character tools. I think it was doop, doop, doop. Cool. Alright, and normal grinder speed, so it's not super quick. There we go. And so that should prevent this battery from really draining as well. And you can see the landing gear that's stuck on this world is actually in the ground a little bit. There. If welding gears take power, which I don't think they do, but just in case they do, I've now disabled that one in theory as well. So that should be saving us power. What else do we got? I think we have solar farm on this facility here. Yeah, right there, we have a solar farm, so hopefully our power supplies will actually be fine from that. Just making sure we got all of our power systems in order. And what else do we have? I think that's actually it. So let's go down here. We'll just check this to make sure it's not saying, you only have 2 minutes of power left. 3 days. That should be pretty good. Let's do this and see if we have any reactors. We do not have any reactors, which is a good thing, which means we should be all solar power driven. That's very, very good, because uranium is apparently pretty sparse on planets. Let's also go ahead and check all of these inventories about. So we got tons of oxygen and hydrogen and whatnot scattered about the whole place. A little bit of ice in an oxygen generator, but it's not being used, so that must mean that either the oxygen generator... Wow, we got a lot of supplies here, though. We even got reactor components, so we can actually build probably a small reactor or two. We got a few thruster components, so we could get started. What else do we got? Do we have any platinum here? I'm not really seeing it. I am blind as a bat sometimes, though. Not too many supplies to start out with, and a very minimal amount of gun. I'm really glad that we disabled that one system. So this brought us here when I typed in plat. But that would do that. Yeah, I don't think we got any platinum. Okay, let's go ahead, choose our construction site, and I've just decided it's going to be behind this facility, so we're going to go ahead and back into one of these. We're going to go down to all those supplies that we had, and we're going to go grab ourselves some metal plates, and the supply we're going to need the most of is going to be iron, and look at that, only 377, because remember, we're not in super duper heavy inventory mode where it's times 10, it's only times 3, so we've confirmed that there. Let's fly over to our builder. I really need to, first off, I've just decided, because I seem to be going back and forth a little bit, first thing we're going to do is build a bridge here. And, is this heavy armor? Cool, we don't really need heavy armor. It's a landing pad, yes, but we don't really need it. Wow, I forgot how slow things can be if you don't have super duper inventory on. Yikes, and my inventory's full, so this is all going to fall on the floor. I think it'll survive the fall. If not, well, I shall be kicking myself, shan't I? 3, 2, 1, and break. Yeah, it survived, cool. And so now we can just go ahead and build out here. And of course, they don't have the Minecraft float off the edge of things a little tiny bit. It's a feature, actually, I think now that they've gone ahead and added planets and some fuel constraints to flying forever, maybe they should think about investing in a small bit. Yeah, let's just grind that down, cool. And I set the amount of items that can be on a planet to, I think it was 256, so those 3 new items that have just fallen upon the ground down below should be more than alright. Now let's go ahead and use this construction ship to start our building. Are you telling me the only point I can actually access so I can drop items in is at the very bottom? That's a slight design flaw, is it not? I guess not, if the ship is able to keep flying for a long period of time. Blimey. This, you can remote control this too. Alright, well let's go ahead and turn all the systems back on, hover it up a little tiny bit, drop ourselves down here and do a piping check. Is this actually piped up so that we could build from inside it? Cargo. Oh wow, the reactors here actually don't have any fuel, so this is all battery driven. Boop. So we got our stuff in the medium cargo container. Unfortunately, I can't really see the piping set up too well. That's 3 blocks of space, so they might have a large pipe in here. Yeah, I'd say so. So the cockpit is indeed hooked up into the piping system, which leads into the grinder and the welder. The reason I was checking on that is because to be able to build with a ship from inside the cockpit, you need to be able to, and I do a shift G, or wait, no, control G, there we go. And we're now in building mode. I think our welder's turned on for a second or something. Or maybe it was the sound of the thrusters, but I'm no longer hearing? Don't know. But the idea here is that now that I did that control G, I can go ahead and set up our hotbar the same way we did earlier, and make sure we actually have all the hotbar stuff set up the way we like, and not just some of it. Doop, there we go. And also piping, we need our piping set up, of course, the proper way. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. And small pipes will also add in over here. Cool. Now we got all that set up for the most part, we can go ahead and actually build with this. So I've gone ahead and selected a number 4, and we'll press G and do new station, because we'll start building as a station and then convert it to a ship once it's larger. We gotta make sure we have enough space here so we can actually build it without it running into the facility. Looks like, wow, tree. Looks like we got enough space. I'll plop you in the ground with a lovely little left click, then we'll just press the number 4 button, and in theory we should be able to get right up to it and lose a tool. Punk. That's really not good. I wish I had a Vive or something similar.